Today I'm going to be trying what could be the most extreme fast food burger out there. In fact, I don't even think it can be called a burger because there's no bread. It's basically all filling, which is really unusual, but all will be revealed in just a second. So let's go try out this extreme fast food burger, or not burger, and see what it's like. Okay, so the fast food place that I'm going to today is KFC, and check it out. It's quite a nice one, nice big building, the KFC sign on top and the Colonel in the bucket. Let's head in and try this extreme burger. Right, let's check out the menu. And you know what, there it is. Order, tap to start. That's the one that I want. I am eating in. And there it is. Right, let me order this. And maybe a few other things. I'll join you at table. You know what, while I'm waiting for my order, let's check out this KFC. Okay, so you've got a really big seating area. You've got the ordering counter over there, a Just Eat guy coming in. But yeah, loads of seats, and it's quite big and spacious. And then the ordering screens just here. Okay, so I have my meal, and you know what? It's presented in a pretty fancy way. Let me give you a closer look. So this is it. This is the meal that I got. So the burger, or not burger, is the KFC Double Down, and look at the box that it comes in. Pretty fancy box. I also upgraded the meal with it and got dirty loaded fries, which sound interesting, and I think I had to go for a milkshake, so I got an Oreo's Crush 'em. So it's a milkshake with, I think, Oreo bits in it. So this is my extreme fast food meal. Let's dig in. Right, let's start off with the milkshake, because I think if you're going to go for an extreme meal like this, you need a bit of an extreme drink. And check out the thickness of that straw. That's a really thick straw. But this is an Oreo's Crush 'em, which I think, like I said earlier, is your milkshake with Oreo bits inside, which I think you can see just there. Right, let's give this a try. It's a pretty good milkshake. So it's creamy, chocolatey. You get the Oreo flavour for sure, and you get little bits of Oreo that are crushed up. So a little crunchy in there as well. Okay, let's first start off with the dirty loaded fries, because I think we need to build up to the extreme burger. So, you know what, let's see what these are like. So this is your dirty loaded fries. So have a look at that. So I think the regular fries with chicken on top, and I think a barbecue sauce and a maybe spicy sauce too. You know what, there's 3 sauces. So I think maybe a barbecue sauce, a spicy sauce, and a mayo. But there it is. Dirty loaded fries. You know what? I think it is popcorn chicken. Let's go in for some of these dirty loaded fries. In fact, I don't know if these can be called fries either, because it's kind of just all chicken on top. This is basically chicken and chips. Right, let's go in for some of the fries. Okay, so this is it. Check that out. Dirty loaded fries. So they are your KFC fries with 3 different sauces. I'm guessing barbecue, and I think is it the supercharger spicy sauce, and then maybe a mayo as well. Right, let's go for a bite of this. Yep, so that is exactly how I described it. So you bite into that, you get a bit of a sweetness and smokiness from the barbecue sauce, and then you get that spicy supercharger sauce, which I think is a little sour and a little spicy, and then you get a creaminess from the mayo in there. Let's get one of these popcorn chickens and try that out. Dirty loaded fries, popcorn chicken on top of fries with the 3 different sauces. Check that out, popcorn chicken with sauce. Let's try this. You know what, the 3 different types of sauces, they kind of work together, because you have spicy, sweet, sour, creamy. You kind of have all the different flavors that you can get, and salty mixed into your fried chicken, which is a good combo. Let's try the whole thing together though. So let's get some of the fries, and then we'll get some of the chicken as well, and try this whole dirty loaded fries meal together. So you've got the chips there with all the sauce, and the chicken and chips basically with the sauce. Let's try it. So adding the trio of sauces, it really does kind of elevate your regular chicken from KFC. And the fries can be a bit plain sometimes, maybe the chicken too, but when you add in everything together, that's pretty good. You know what, I'm actually quite happy about that. Those dirty loaded fries, I would say, are really good. Okay, let's move on to what we've come for. The most extreme fast food burger out there, and it's called the Zinger Double Down. Check that out. Look at the fancy box of that. So I think I went to, is it Burger King, where I got the Gordon Ramsay burger, and that came in a fancy box. But this one, is this more fancy? I don't even know how to even open this box. We've got a peel here in the middle, and it's kind of long. Why is the box for a burger long? Right, let's just peel it and see what happens. Right, peeling the burger. What's happening here? Do I peel it all the way around? Alright, I think Alright, that's peeled all the way around. I think this is the big reveal. There it is. Oh, look at that. Is that the double down? Can you see it? Let's take it out and have a look at this. Right, so it is basically, have a look at that. So it's basically 2 big pieces of chicken, your 2 fillets on the top and bottom, and then in the middle you've got double cheese and hash brown with some of that, I think, spicy supercharger sauce. So it's basically a big burger without the bread. In fact, the chicken acts like the burger. Have a look at that. So the 2 pieces of chicken on the top and the bottom act as the burger. Is this the most extreme burger or not burger you've ever seen? Comment down below if there's something more wild than this. So this feels a little bit strange to hold because there's no bread. There's just chicken. My fingers are getting all oily. I think we just go straight in for a bite. Let's do it. Okay, so this is your basic Zinger burger, I think, or double Zinger burger, but without the bread. So you bite into that, get the chicken, which is actually crispy. So you get a nice crispy batter on that chicken. It's kind of meaty with that chicken as well. It is a little soft. You get the hash brown immediately, that's got a good crunch. You got the double cheese that adds a bit of a creaminess, and then that spicy supercharger sauce in there, which, you know what, has got a kick. So that is spicy, but you know what, it's pretty decent. So I'm not quite sure if this chicken on the outside is your different chicken from your regular Zinger burger, but without the bread, it does feel crispy on the outside. So it is crispy and crunchy when you bite into it. And it is a little tender and not too dry, which sometimes it can be in your fillet or Zinger burger. So not having the bread, does it let the chicken breathe a bit on the batter so that it can stay crispy? Because it is a little crispy. The batter on the outside of this is almost like your batter on your hot wings. It's that kind of bready, crispy batter. It's different from your original recipe chicken, which I think is helping with the crunch. This might actually be better than your regular fillet or Zinger burger. Okay, yep, so the more I have this, the more I think that that batter there on this fillet burger is the same as your hot wings, because it is crispy and crunchy and bready. I've never really noticed that before in a Zinger or fillet burger, but when you take away the bread, it kind of changes everything and you notice it. You know what, this is a pretty good burger, or not burger. The chicken is actually juicy, so that's one of the big problems that you have at KFC. If the chicken is not fresh, then it's sometimes inedible. But I think because I'm the only one in here, I think they made this fresh, so this chicken is fresh chicken. And when it's fresh, it's good. When it's not fresh, it's not so good. Let's start to combo it up though. I'm going to put some of the fries in this Zinger Double Down burger and then make the most extreme fast food burger combo there is. Check that out. I'm not sure if you can actually even see because it's all a bit of a yellowy brown sort of coloured mess, but you've got your Double Down burger, so 2 pieces of Zinger chicken, hash brown in the middle, double cheese, supercharger sauce and KFC chips with 3 different types of sauces on. Right, let's go for a bite of this. You know what, this is messy, but I like it. Right, let me finish up the rest of this and I'll join you outside where I'll give you a total roundup of the costs. It's a push. You know what, is that a bit of a troll there from McDonald's? Because as soon as you walk out of KFC you can see a big McDonald's sign. Can you see that? Right in the distance. So that was the most extreme fast food burger out there, the KFC Double Down. So how was it? Well, let's start off with the dirty loaded fries, which, you know what, I quite enjoyed. I thought they were pretty good, but the sauce definitely makes it. I think without the sauces, it'll be pretty sort of bland and boring. And you had 3 different sauces, so you had the mayo, the supercharger spicy sauce, and the barbecue sauce that adds a bit of sweetness. So that, with all different sauces, was actually pretty good. A pretty nice, tasty chicken and chips. The crushums, the milkshake, I mean, who's not going to like milkshake? And it's pretty hard to get milkshake wrong, especially when you add Oreos to them. So that crushums milkshake was good. Let's move on to the KFC Double Down, the burger, or not burger. Again, I quite liked it. I enjoyed it. The batter on the outside of the chicken was nice and crispy and crunchy when you bit into it. And it's something that I've not really noticed before when I've had a Zinger burger or a fillet burger. You don't really get the crunch when you've got the bread and everything surrounding it. But when you take away the bread, you really do get the crunch. The other thing I noticed is that the batter or the coating on the fillet there is kind of similar to your hot wings batter. So it's that really crispy, bready batter that's different from your regular chicken, which I thought was good. In the middle you had the hash brown, which added a nice sort of soft potatoey goodness, and then you had the creamy cheese And then you had the spicy Zinger supercharger sauce as well, combining it all together. Would I recommend it though? Well, I'm not too sure. See, the problem with KFC is that you have to get it fresh. And I think because I was the only person in there, I got that burger freshly made. So the chicken was fresh, hash browns, everything. And it wasn't just kept in the cabinet for ages. But if you go in and the chicken is not fresh, it might be disgusting and inedible. So I'm not too sure if I would recommend it. If you can get the fresh chicken, then yes, it's worth a try. But if not, I think you should give it a miss. In fact, the problem with KFC is if it's not fresh, you should give whole of KFC a miss. Never mind just one burger. Right, okay, let's go through the total cost. So I paid £13.97 for that meal. But I did upgrade the fries to the dirty loaded ones, and I upgraded the drink to the milkshake. But you can get it as a regular meal with regular chips and regular drink, and it would be a little bit cheaper, so probably around the sort of £10–11 mark. But what do you think of that meal? Was it worth it? Like I said, comment down below what you think, and write down if there is a more extreme fast food burger out there, because I'd like to try it. And if you like the video, click on the thumbs up icon below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.